Hello folks, my name is Jason Smith and I'm here on behalf of reallifetrading.com, and in this video I'm going to cover Robinhood for the web. Now, if you've watched any of the other videos from Real Life Trading, you may remember that your boy Newsome early on covered Robinhood Mobile when it first came out. It was originally only available as an app for iPhone and for Android. But now it's, of course, got much more functionality where you can access it through a desktop web browser. So let me cover some of that stuff with you. First of all, is it really free? If you've never been exposed to Robinhood, yes, it is free. It is a free brokerage firm, and you can trade over 5,000 different stocks. You can now trade options, which was not available. For the longest time, Robinhood was only allows you to trade stocks. Well, now you can trade options. There are some limitations to that. You can only do limit orders. There's no stop orders. I'll try to show some of that. And the newest member of the Robinhood family that you can trade is cryptocurrencies. Now, that's not available in all states yet, including my state. So I won't be able to show you that or demo that, but just let you know there is the availability to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies through Robinhood. What do they not offer? Well, if they're free, they can't offer everything, right? So you can't do foreign domiciled, domiciled stocks. You can't do over-the-counter equities, which would be like penny stocks, preferred stocks, tracking stocks, mutual funds, so on and so forth. So how in the world do they make money? Well, there's got to be a way, otherwise they wouldn't be in business, right? Well, there's really two main ways that Robinhood makes money. The first is from their margin trading service known as Robinhood Gold, which I'll go into towards the end of this video. The second way is they collect interest on the cash and stocks that you keep in your account. It's kind of similar to what a bank does. They also have extended hours, and that's free as well. So what extended hours are, if you're not familiar with it, is it's 30 minutes before the market opens, known as the pre-market hours, and the 2-hour time frame after the market closes. So the market's open from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The 30 minutes before that and the 2 hours after that are considered to be extended hours. And Robinhood is the only brokerage I know of that will allow you to trade in those time frames for free. Okay. Now there are a couple of caveats with that. All right, there's less liquidity during extended hours, so you got to be careful that that what you're trading and which stocks you're trading. You want to probably stay with some highly liquid stocks if you can. You can do market orders, but you need to realize that when you're doing a market buy order, it will remain pending through the extended hours session. Okay, market sell orders, however, will expire at the end of the session. And Robinhood will automatically convert market orders into limit orders during the extended hours with a 5% collar. And that's to protect you from the increased volatility that tends to take place during the extended hours session. And that's especially true when you have earnings season. Okay. Any orders you place that are called good for day, this broker calls it good for day. End of day, some brokers will call end of day, but GFD orders placed during the pre-market day or after hour sessions will automatically expire at the end of the extended hours session. And unfortunately, you can't trade options during the extended hours with Robinhood. So let's hop on over to Robinhood.com. And I'm not going to walk through how to set up or create a Robinhood account. Jeremy covered that in his other video. So I'm going to just focus mainly on the desktop version of Robinhood. Okay, so when you come in here, I've already got $500 just to play around with in here. It looks pretty much the same as the mobile app, just some things are moved around. The layout is different. Okay, you've got your watch list, which is very prominent on the mobile app over here, and that syncs up, with your desktop. So you've got your watch list of different stocks over here. You have cryptocurrencies you can keep up with. You have a top movers section. Okay, I'll briefly look at that. The top movers is a way for Robinhood to kind of give you an idea of what stocks are on the move. Okay, So you can narrow this down. If you look over here to the right side, you can narrow this down to stocks under $15, maybe in the $15 to $50 range, if that's your if that's your trading range that you'd like to place trades in. You can also look at small, mid, and large market cap stocks. Maybe you want to look at only those that have an analyst rating of 50% or higher. Okay, that's sort of a summary of all the major players out there who analyze these stocks. You want to look at just those that are 50% or higher, and you can combine these as well. So if you want to look at just 15 to $50 stocks and 50% or higher analyst ratings, right there you can narrow down your search to 4 top stocks that are moving quite a bit within the current trading day, if you're within the regular trading hours, or the previous day as well. So let me go back. What I really like to do when I log in is I like to look at the recent news section. Now, this is not just news pertaining to the entire stock market. This is actually news specifically for stocks that you have in your watch list. So here's Microsoft, which I have over here in my watch list. Okay, and if I go down, here's an article on Twitter, which if you look over here, there's Twitter. Okay, and so I can just kind of look and see if there's any news going on for those particular stocks that I'm interested in. Okay. Now, obviously, the most important thing that you'd want to look at here is how do you trade a stock. Okay. Well, you can click over here on one of your, if you want to trade Netflix over here in your watch list, you can also go up here to this search box. Okay, and just type in a stock that maybe is not in your watch list. So I don't believe I have Apple over here in my watch list. If I wanted to trade Apple, I could just type in the ticker symbol or type in the name Apple and click on it, and it'll take me to the web page for Apple. Every stock up here has a unique URL. Okay, Robinhood.com/ if it's stocks, and then the ticker symbol, so you can get to it or bookmark it easily if you don't want to add it to your watch list. Okay, and you can scroll through here. You can see what Apple did price-wise over the last day. You can change the week, month, so on and so forth. Okay, you get a little bit of information about the stock down here, what particular sectors this particular stock is associated with, news, what people actually paid. This is pretty cool. So you can actually see what people have paid over time, the average price paid over the last 52 weeks for Apple. You can see the analyst ratings, earnings, what Apple did, what it was estimated, what it actually did, and any trades you've done yourself history-wise on that stock. Okay, if you go over here to the right side, okay, this is where you can trade the stock of Apple. I'm going to get into options in just a little bit, but to trade the stock, you just go in here and tell it how many shares you want to buy. Okay, and from there, I could go ahead and hit review order, and away I go. But if you click on this little 3 dots right here, okay, you come out of that, you can choose whether you want to be a market order, limit order, stop loss order, or stop limit order. Okay, so by default, it's going to by default send a market order, whatever the price is at that point. Okay, I personally prefer to do either limit orders or stop limit orders. Okay, and the reason is that I know what price I'm going to get, either that price or better, when I put that when I put the price for that stock in. Okay, so I'm going to put in a limit price. Right now, I'm recording this video after hours. So I may want to set my price, at 210. Okay, and if you look here, the price after hours is going a little bit down. Okay, so maybe I'll try to catch it at 210 as soon as the market opens tomorrow. I'm going to set this good till cancel. Okay, and I can choose whether I want the order to only execute during normal market hours or during those extended hours. I'm just going to leave that checked. And when you click on review order, before you hit submit, you can read it very easily. You are placing a good till cancel limit order by 1 share of Apple. Your pending order, if executed, will execute at $210 per share or better. So you know whether you're going to get that at your price or at a better price. Okay, you can submit buy and go from there. Okay, I'll briefly touch on the other ones. If you do a stop loss order, that basically says you want to set a price of entry. Okay, and then if it crosses a certain threshold, let's say if it crosses, I don't know, $210 like I had before, good till cancel. Well, what that will do is when the price of Apple reaches $210, your order will be converted to a market order and execute the best available price. So if there's a lot of slippage, maybe the price is really, on Apple it's probably not going to happen, but maybe some of these less liquid stocks, you may have a stop or a trigger price at 210, but you may not get it for 210. It just depends on what the bid-ask spread is on that particular one. Okay. The stop limit order is similar. You set a trigger, but then you can once your trigger or once your stop gets triggered, then you can have it. You can put in a limit order. Okay, so I may say 210, and then I may do a limit price here of 210.50. Okay, good till cancel. If I do a review order, then when my price of Apple reaches 210, your order will be converted to a limit order of 210.50 per share. Okay, so that pretty much covers how to trade stock on Robinhood. It's pretty straightforward. It's very simple. The GUI is very nice. It's very well designed. I like it a lot. Now let me go ahead and let's change up my my stock. I'm gonna go back, and I'm just going to choose one from my watch list. Let's choose Netflix. Okay. Now, I want to trade options with Netflix. Okay, and with Robinhood, trading options is free, which is awesome. Because a lot of your brokers out there, they can charge a pretty penny just for you to be able to trade options, but not with Robinhood. So for any stock that you come to, that you either on your watch list or you search for, if you come down here, you've got trade Netflix options or whatever that stock symbol is. Okay, if you click on that, you're going to come up with the option chain. Now, Robinhood, I really like the layout that they do with the options. Okay, you can choose whether you want to buy a call or sell a call up here in the top. Okay, you can change it to a put just by clicking this real quickly. And put, they use red for put and green for calls. I don't know why they do that. It's just their, I guess, green means up, red means down. But anyways, and you don't have a whole bunch of columns like in a regular option chain where you have to kind of decide what you want to show in the columns. Okay, if you just choose one of these options here, you can get more information, or you can see more information here, including the Greeks, your delta, gamma, theta, vega, and rho, right here when you open up that particular leg. Okay, you can look at applied volatility, the open interest, the volume, and all that. I just really like that. I think that's a really clean way to present the option chain, and it also by default will take you to where the current share price is, okay, and what's above and strikes above and strikes below that. Okay, you can choose what expiration dates are available by clicking up here where it says expiry. Now by default it shows August 24th because that's the next expiration coming up for Netflix. Okay, but if I click on this, I really like this layout. Okay, it shows you the days. It breaks it into months, but it shows you the days and what months it has expirations for. And when you go into the next year for January, it even has those as well, all the way out to 2020 if you want to do leap options. So let's just choose September 21st. Okay, and let's say I want to go and I want to buy an option here, and I'm going to just choose this one right here for 340. I don't have to open it up. All I got to do is click over here on the price, and it automatically adds it over here to the right side. And if I hit the wrong one or hit the mistake, you don't remove it from over here. You just go back over here and uncheck mark it, and it removes it out of this kind of a, I call it kind of a trade options cart, if you will. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that back over here, and you can see, what the price of the call is you're buying, the expiration date. When you hit continue, this is where you tell how many contracts you want to buy. And of course, with options, it's 100 shares each per contract. And let's say I wanted to buy 2. Okay. Now I don't have that in my, in my portfolio, but I'll just for kicks and giggles, I want to show you what it says. If you try to place an order that's higher than what you have in your actual account. By default, the price that you see over here, okay, all these prices is the mark price, which is what I normally like to trade. I like to trade the mark. And if you remember what I showed in the slideshow, you can only do limit prices right now with options, and that's just because you have with options you're limited to limit orders because the spreads on option contracts can typically be much larger than stocks. So Robinhood prevents, I guess, a lot of that from happening, slippage that could happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put in never expires, and let's hit review order. Okay. Now when I hit review order, it's going to tell me I don't have enough buying power. You don't have enough buying power to buy Netflix $340 call. You can deposit $1,880 in order to place this. Now, one thing I'll get into is you can also increase your buying power with upgrading your account to Robinhood Gold, and I'm going to go over that in just a minute. Okay, but just go up here and hit cancel, and let's say I want to just do 1 contract. So I just go up here and I delete that and put 1 in. Still don't have quite enough, so I probably need to choose a cheaper option. Honestly, let's go down into the chain a little bit more, and maybe we'll do this one right here. Okay, I'm just going to do 1 contract. Okay, and I hit review order, and just like with the stock, it's going to tell you exactly what you're doing before you hit the submit button. You're paying $325 for the right to buy 100 shares of Netflix for $370 per share by September 21st. If Netflix shares aren't $370 or higher on September 21st, this option will expire worthless. I like that. I like how it really explains it. The other broker I've used is TD Ameritrade, and they do a pretty good explanation as well before you hit the submit button. But I really like the way Robinhood does it. Well, and it's free. Can't complain about free. Okay, so let me go ahead and just cancel out of that and check mark this. Okay, and we'll go back to the slides. Okay, so Robinhood Gold is what Robinhood kind of calls their premium service. Okay, what it is a margin account that you can sign up for. Okay, it gives you what is called gold buying power. Okay, so if you want to increase your leverage of what you can buy and the amount you can buy up to, you can buy up to 2 times the amount of cash that you have in your account. So if you have $2,000 in your account, you can buy up to, or you can leverage up to $4,000, borrowing $2,000 from them. Okay, now the minimum portfolio value is $2,000. So you have to have at least $2,000 in your account before it'll give you the option to upgrade to Robinhood Gold. And you can upgrade to Robinhood Gold either through the mobile app or through Robinhood for the web. And I'll show you where to do it using Robinhood for the web. Okay, Robinhood Gold also gives you bigger instant deposits. Okay, so it means that you don't have to wait 3 business days for your money to settle when you're trying to bring it in from, let's say, your savings account. Okay, there is no interest or fees. However, there is sort of a caveat with that. If you are borrowing over $50,000, then they do have a 5% APR fee. Okay, I also forgot to mention that you can't buy options or cryptocurrencies with gold buying power, which is, that's sad. But once again, Robinhood is all about trying to meet the 80% of the masses, I think. I think they're really trying to go after those people who shy away from using the more professional brokers. They're really trying to level the playing field, for the other 80% of the people out there that want to get their feet wet in trading stocks and options and cryptos. The price that Robinhood Gold charges, it can range anywhere from $6 to $200 a month, depending on what tier you qualify for, and that's really dependent on what your account value is. Okay, and I found a document, a PDF that kind of breaks down the tiers, and I'll post that in the comments section below this video, as well as linking to the Robinhood mobile video that Jeremy Newsom did before this. Okay, so let me swing on back over here. So when you're in your Robinhood account on the web, if you go up here to your account, okay, and click on it, then you can see your value. Buying power right now is only $500. Okay, but if you go to your Robinhood Gold, then it'll give you the chance to upgrade and get that 2 times buying power, and instant access to funds. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not ready to upgrade my account personally, Robinhood Gold. I kind of like having the accountability of not having too much buying power, but I'm probably going to upgrade it at some point. Okay. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. We have a lot more available on the Real Life Trading YouTube account. Also, don't forget to go to reallifetrading.com if you want to learn how to trade the stock markets, the options, futures, cryptocurrencies. All of it's available for free. Reallifetrading.com's mission is to change the world and to enrich lives. And if you have any other comments, then please post them below. Thank you very much.